cringy intros aside, let's delve into Metavision. Metavision makes its official debut in chapter 182 of the manga. However, it did have a bit of a teaser in chapter 103, where of course during the third selection arc with Win and Shido fighting neck and neck for the ball, Isagi blitzes between the both of them and scores the game-winning goal. So, at the very least, Metavision has had some build-up. I mean, the build-up started not in chapter 103, but was shown all the way in chapter 13 of the manga when Isagi scores his first direct shot, all the way to chapter 182. So, suffice it to say, the build-up was pretty insane. However, it was not as nearly as insane as the amount of disrespect Metavision grants its users. I mean, seriously, if you look at every single Metavision user, which is only 4 users, I'm saying 4 loosely since the only confirmed users, and I'm using that looselier, is, Isagi, Kaiser, Sae, and Reo. Although in Sae's case, it's more heavily implied, and with Reo's case, he's just sort of copying Isagi's use of Metavision, except just setting Nagi up to score goals. So, if anything, it could be interpreted however you want it. With that being stated, however, Metavision, it's stupid. It's broken, and anyone who has it, you know what? Give them the ball. Let them be the man of the match, because they will simultaneously carry the game and make the opponents start questioning life. If that makes any sense. No, if that doesn't even make any sense. No, it does make sense with how much Metavision changes its users. It straight up makes them dickheads, man. Like, look at Kaiser, look at Isagi, look at Sae, the 3 most prime examples, give or take. With that being stated, let's just get back into the meat of the video. Now, Metavision is acquired from someone sort of taking in the entire state of the view by using their central vision to see everything, but more or less relying on their peripheral vision to see an entire state of view, even in low resolution images. With that in mind, Kaiser is always updating his brain with new information, which Isagi takes note of, and Isagi begins to realize that by updating his brain with new information and simultaneously overlapping his thoughts with football IQ, spatial awareness, and perception, this would give him an almost godly level visual prowess, a 4-dimensional visionary prowess, to see almost everyone in any way, shape, or form, predicting where they might go, and predicting who could do the most stupid thing on the field. If the users are able to see the world in a completely different way, we've only seen it from Isagi's point of view, and Isagi's point of view is essentially just a giant rainbow-level puzzle, where in that rainbow-level puzzle, if there are any points that distort, it becomes a metaverse point, where the metaverse point is essentially just this complete and utter distortion in the Metavision, where it could be used both offensively and defensively. Offensively, Isagi was able to completely crush Manshine City's defense with the Planet Hotline with the help of our boy Corona, and was able to set himself up for a new direct shot if Kaiser didn't cuck him. I know, tragedy, and if Kudagami didn't steal the goal. Defensively, on the other hand, is a whole different option, since he was able to shut down Nagi and Agi's continuous attempts to try to educate Nagi mid-game. Even with that being stated, Metavision at this time was still weak because it was missing a piece that could boost Isagi to the heights that truly just change everything. And even with this sort of missing piece, Isagi was still fucking up the entire crew. However, that would all change once Isagi gains Egocentrism. And by using Egocentrism, he's able to sort of do 2 simple things. One, he's able to crush a person's, not really crush a person's spirit, but more or less throw a person off their rocker. And 2, able to predict their movements by understanding what type of moves they would use as an Egocentrism. Another ability that he sort of uses with this Egocentrism piece to his Metavision is that he's able to control people or manipulate people in a weird way. And I'm going to use Yukimiya as an example. Yukimiya, throughout the entirety of the Manshine City game, was sort of a non-factor and was sort of just left on the shelf more and more. And by the time the game was in its closing stages, Yukimiya had completely faded into obscurity until Isagi had passed him the ball. He uses Yukimiya to score the goal. Now, even though Metavision is insanely busted, the drawbacks for it is immense. It drains someone's physical and mental stamina to its to its max peak, and by using that, it causes too much mental stamina and fatigue on the body. And at times, and what happened in 203, it stated that Isagi quote-unquote overheats, which means that there is a limit to how much Isagi can use Metavision at that point in time. However, with the Ubers game, I mean, it could go completely different. Alright, Future Moon here. I just got finished re-editing the video, and don't worry, I'm going to explain it while I'm time skipping, but let's just, let me get into Itoshi's Sae and explain why he has Metavision. So, in the Japan U20 game, the only match we see Itoshi Sae in, mind you, he was able to completely just dominate throughout the match. He held, in my opinion, the MVP title. Simultaneously, he made Rin look like an idiot. Simultaneously, shut down Isagi at his most crucial point by taking the shortest route. And oh yeah, let's not forget, him and Shido were able to do reflex by reflex plays, and he set up Shido for the Dragon Drive. Mind you, during the Dragon Drive's initial stage, Shigiri had predicting what Sae was going to do, and he just barely missed. And it's compared to threading a needle. And if you guys still think that he doesn't have Metavision, in the panel that Isagi implies that he has Metavision, he says, oh yeah, oh, I broke through it. So, I mean, that pretty much covers that. Yeah, that's the end of Metavision, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really would help my channel because I want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So can we make that a possibility? Hopefully. Would I like that to be a possibility? Yes. With all that being stated, you guys have a blessed day, blessed night. I'm gonna go lay down because I just got back from work, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Don't buy jigsaw puzzle pieces. You're gonna make me turn into Usagi.